He's sitting on a porch, white suit, black tie, wrinkled hands resting on his cane. Across the street is a billboard with his own damn face on it, his iconic smile. But the business he built from the ground up doesn't belong to him anymore. He sold it. The name, the recipe, the empire. And he sold it all for $2 million. That's a lot of money, right? Yeah, until you find out the new owners flipped it and sold it again a few years later for $240 million. He built it from scratch. He cashed out big, and he was rich. But he felt like he just got screwed. The generational wealth level payday had slipped through his fingers. Let me tell you the real story of Colonel Harlan Sanders and his Kentucky Fried Chicken you may know better as KFC. Colonel Sanders was the man who proved it's never too late to start, but sometimes it's too early to sell. Harlan Sanders wasn't a kid when he made it. He was an old man, already damn near retired. He ran a service station in Corbin, Kentucky. He cooked meals for passing travelers, not fancy, just chicken, gravy, and biscuits. But the chicken, that recipe hit different. His fried chicken was so damn good, it blew up all over Kentucky. He had his fried chicken recipe in multiple locations and continued to scale the business. In fact, he started franchising it. He started going town to town, pitching his tasty recipe to restaurants, wearing that white suit and string tie, like he was born to sell tasty fried bird. And it worked. By 1964, he had 600 locations. At 73 years old, the Colonel finally made it. He was a rich man. He was a success. Finally, at the age of 73, Colonel Harlan Sanders created the Kentucky Fried Chicken empire. That same year, a group of investors came calling. They said, "Colonel, you've done your part. Let us take this thing national, global, real big." They offered him $2 million. That's $19 million today, so it wasn't chump change. He took it. I mean, why the hell not? He was an old man. He was tired of the grind, so he cashed out. He still got a salary and still did commercials. He even still wore the suit. But here's the kicker. Just 7 years later, the company sold again. This time, it sold for a whopping $240 million. That's a 120x return without the Colonel getting a piece. Just his agreed-upon, modest salary. And God damn it, it ate at him. Not because he was greedy, but because the thing he built from scratch was now in someone else's hands and made someone else filthy rich, much richer than he was. And that shit just didn't sit right. It wasn't right. It wasn't fair. But that's life. He stayed the mascot, and he stayed smiling, pretending like everything was finger-licking good. But behind the scenes, he hated what they did to the gravy, hated how they changed the recipes. He said it tasted like wallpaper paste. Because for him, it wasn't about profits, it was about serving delicious food that people loved. That was what made his story a legendary one. The flavors, the struggles, the decades of blood, sweat, and tears. And now, it was just a logo in a boardroom. You can sell a business, but be real careful when you're selling your name. Colonel Sanders made money, but he lost ownership of his identity. He gave the world flavor, and they gave him a check. But your identity? That's personal. It's not just about how much they pay you. It's about what they do with what you gave them, and whether you're still proud of it afterward. So here's your Monday mission. Don't be in a rush to cash out. Build it stronger. Make it yours. Get it ready to outlive you on your terms. Whether it's your business, your children, your art, or your trade. Your name is more than a paycheck. Your vision is more than a valuation. So before you sell off what you bled for, make sure they're not just buying your product, they're buying your principles. This is Shawn Michaels reminding you, Colonel Sanders didn't make it big until he was old, but he made it because he never gave up. Just don't forget, making it and keeping it aren't always the same thing. So building, scale, grow. But don't sell your soul for the bag. Enjoy what you do, and don't let anyone or anything compromise your integrity. And that was your Monday morning motivation. Let's funkin' go.